Welcome to episode 1 of Footy Talk with Pass FC Coaches. As you know, the Benchwarmers got the chance to play with Pass FC in their inaugural UPSL season. It was a great opportunity to play with some of our old college teammates as well as some new talents in the Grand Rapids area. All in all, it was a great season. We ended up finishing 4th, and we were the only team to beat Hamtramck City, who won the league, as well as being the first ever team from the west side of Michigan to make it to the playoffs. As a result, Coach Edis won Coach of the Year, and 3 of our players, including our captain, Chris Galloway, made it into the team of the season. So we decided to sit down with the coaches post-season to reflect on the first ever season, as well as to look forward to the future of Pass FC. Here they are now.
Welcome to the latest episode of the Real Benchwarmers. Today we're joined by
Edis, head coach of Pass FC Pro.
And TJ VanSlooten, Director of Operations at Pass FC.
all right, nice to meet you, gentlemen. We're just gonna have a chat about the season, what you guys have done for the football scene in GR, and what your plans are going forward. And then we'll also talk about like your involvement in the game. I'm sure you guys have played. Is it? That's right.
Yeah,
You guys
absolutely.
have played?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just start off with how'd you guys get into Pass FC, and tell us a little bit more about the vision there, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, I mean, TJ, if you want to get the ball rolling,
The history of Pass FC starts in 2001. I was a
2001.
wee lad. I was 8 years old at the time, and I think something happened with one of the teams, and it ended up being my sisters and I. Our parents decided to create a club because we weren't fitting in with some of the other teams,
Okay.
and so.
Were you guys just talent issues?
No,
What's
I
going
don't
on?
remember. I don't know what it was. I think one of my sisters just didn't make a team, and she didn't have a team to play for. So my parents decided we were going to start our own club, and then 20, 22 years later now.
Was it in GR, Grand Rapids, or was
Yeah,
it?
it was up on the north side. It was originally called Plainfield Area Select Soccer, but that name has lost its meaning over the years since we've kind of expanded into other areas. And we've had our ups and downs. We've had bigger clubs, smaller clubs. At one point, we partnered with Michigan Wolves, and we became the Wolves, West Side Wolves, or whatever they were called, Michigan Wolves West or something like that. And I know Vardar also had clubs over this way as well. But yeah, I think we're in a good place now. We're on the up, and things are steadily improving. We're steadily just improving our quality. I would say we don't want to be a huge club, but we want to be the highest quality possible.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really appreciate that, because Grand Rapids is a city that's been a lack of like that structure or like that club football, you know. But how'd you get involved? And you tell us how you got involved with the team.
With Pass in general,
Yeah.
I was coaching the Bearings, West Michigan Bearings at the time, local semi-pro team that play in the summer in the Midwest Premier League that everybody mostly knows. And one of the players slash one of the board guys were like, hey, we're gonna bring this guy TJ in. I'm like, TJ, all right, we got a CJ, we got a TJ. I'm like, cool, whatever. And then he came on and he played well with the minutes he played, and then towards the end of that season in the summer, I don't even know how we got into it, but we were talking about where I could maybe coach, and he's like, hey, we got Pass, and check it out. And I was like, yeah, let's get each other's numbers, let's get in contact, and this
Okay.
guy saved my life in terms of going forward into the coaching career. So, and then
Alright.
from there we just trickled into what is today. So.
Yeah. We got to talk about today, right? You guys finished. Was it 4th? Well, you went to the playoffs this season, which was really impressive.
Yep.
Because this was like the first go at that league, right? What's the league called again?
UPSL.
UPSL. Tell us more about that. How it's going into the season, the preparations and recruiting. Like, how do you guys put yourself in the best position to go as far as you did?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could start first is just going off of, again, TJ and I talked about it. We're like, hey, what about, is there a team that plays year round? And we're like, well, that team doesn't, it's only summer. And we're like, well, what league can we do, or can we make a club we're a team, and we're like, yeah, UPSL, they play fall and spring, and then it started January of 22, was it 22?
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, let's make a team together, and we know there's so much talent here in Grand Rapids. I mean, look, for example, props to what's his name, Michael, as well, with the Soccer Rebellion. I mean,
Oh yeah.
and just exposing so much talent, man.
Yeah.
It's a gold mine here for players, and it's a shame that there's not teams that are year round, more or less. And like, we're gonna get that, and we're gonna start that, and I think our passion is gonna shine through. And just my connections through the Bearings, those guys, and TJ's connection statewide, really, because he's been around for a while, playing and coaching various places. So I feel like we had pretty good connections, and TJ can speak about that as well.
Yeah. So should we talk about the future or what we want?
Oh no, like
No, just
the
now.
season. Like
Season,
you
yeah,
guys had
yeah.
a really impressive season. Just talk us through
Yeah.
that a little bit.
Yeah. So I'm pleasantly surprised, to be honest with you. I think we really put something awesome together here. And in retrospect, it was obvious because the market was wide open.
Yeah.
There are no fall spring teams right now playing, and we were the only one. And so we were able to lasso in some amazing talent. And yeah,
Just
honestly,
did it.
Just blessed to be able to help coach these guys.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, let's talk about keeping piling on up in the season you guys had. You won coach of the season. How
Yeah.
does that feel? Talk to us about that. Like, what do you feel tip you over against the other coaches who were like competing for that?
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's awesome to get it. I didn't expect it at all. Like we spoke before we got on, and
Yeah.
just very happy to get it. I think what tipped it over was, like you mentioned, inaugural season. We made the playoffs. The referee assigner for the league said this is the first West Michigan side to ever make it to playoffs.
Yep.
And UPSL's been around. You have the as far as back as the Admirals, that they were there for a few years and then they dropped. And you look at United West as well, is there still. And I think, no, it's a great accomplishment. I think what speaks out from other clubs and other coaches, I guess you could say, is our passion for player development. And we're, myself, and I could speak for maybe TJ as well, but we're pretty blunt in the nicest way possible. We tell you how it is. We tell you what we see. We try to give you feedback as much as possible, because not a lot of coaches will do that, unfortunately, even at this age
Yeah.
of soccer. Feedback, being brutally honest, but not just plain rude. So
Passionate player.
exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what we thrived on, and that shows. If we had some of the players here, and Sal could speak on it as well. Just we give honest feedback. We're passionate, and we just want to see the players develop. It's never a club pride thing. It's never about making money, which we don't. Just FYI, this is all volunteer work. We're doing it out
Passion.
of the passion of our
Yeah.
hearts, and we want to see guys in Grand Rapids go play pro.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, you touched on something there with the player development, and I think that showed forth in you guys had 3 players that were selected in the team of the year. What you got to say to that, and what do you see in them, or how do they get the selection in there?
Yeah, I mean, we nominated them, and they're just hardworking guys that game in, game out. They work their butt off to not only win team of the season, players in the team of the season, but week in and week out, they were team of the week, goals scored, assisted, and just their character as well. I think a lot of people overlook that aspect. You can have the most talented guy in the world, but if the attitude is poor,
Yeah.
it really brings down everybody. And those guys that we picked are really, hardworking, blue collar guys, as you would say. And TJ can touch upon those guys as well. Christian Galloway, we'll plug him in there. Christian Galloway, our captain. Christian, Jarrett, and Chino. So
Chino,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Christian and Jared grew up through past system, so I don't think they ever went to another club. I'm pretty sure they're with Pass the entire time.
Yeah.
Chino's a new face though. Just met him this past. I don't know where he's from originally, but he's got some great flair to him, and I don't think he's ever played outside back, but man, he fit well there. He's great attacker. Obviously, I think he was a winger before, but his ability to defend and to stay coordinated with the other defenders is why we like him back there. And he's probably our most consistent player, I would say. Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. Yeah, I you mentioned Chris. I played with Chris, and I feel like his character is that the identity you guys want for the team, like someone who is always willing to fight, always willing to make that run. Is that what you guys want for the team?
Absolutely. I think, we say it day in and out in trainings and in games, and even when, things don't go our way, we say be positive. But positive doesn't mean you're just happy all the time and nothing can, you're just happy, happy, happy. It's, accepting that there's something that's in front of you, you want to get over it, like a barricade or a road bump. You accept it and you move on and you learn from it and not just get down, put your head down. And like
Yeah.
we mentioned earlier, the negativity affects everybody around you, and I've experienced it myself as a player. So we try to keep it positive and just keep pushing, keep moving,
Okay.
and everything will be all right.
Yeah, I talked to you guys actually about the formation you guys played this season, which I found very interesting that you guys adopted it so fast into like I want to say grassroots football. It's not grassroots, but it's like a good level. How can you guys talk to me about the formation and do you guys plan to keep it in the coming seasons? What's the plan around that?
Well, TJ, I mean, we flipped around a lot, and we
don't know. Yeah.
we did a
Depends on the players.
yeah. It
Yeah.
depends on the players. I mean,
But you guys was it three in the back, 3-2?
3-2.
Yeah.
5-2. 5-3-2.
Okay, and you guys played a tall center, some tall.
Yeah, it's a tall
guy.
center mid, yeah.
yeah, this tall center mid, man, he's a
Barely
beast.
could move.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No, he did well, man. Yeah, we played with those 2 6s or what they called double pivots.
Yeah.
And it worked out well for us. In terms of the future, we don't know. It's really about the players that you get around you, and you got to build around them. And TJ said that right, and we try to follow that as much as we can. And we like the 2 strikers up top. Not gonna lie, but depending on the players we have, that's what we'll play because it's not where it's like the Prem, and you
Yeah.
have a budget and you have 100 mil to spend, and you go, okay, I want De Bruyne, I want Van
You guys don't have
Dijk.
that budget? What?
No, not that budget, unfortunately, not that budget. But we work with what we got, and I think that's what makes us stand out.
Yeah. Okay.
Made me fall in love with the game again.
Yeah.
And my goal as a
I mean, mine was Ronaldinho, man. Master of the ball, had a smile on his face,
Yeah.
humble guy.
vaguely Man United.
Vaguely.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Pep is definitely up there. I think Ancelotti as well. Carlo Ancelotti is my favorite, to be honest.
I was gonna say Barcelona, weren't they bribing referees during all those?
There was some like